It's day number one of building your online course. So, what do you do to ensure that you start on the right path to end up with a thriving and successful business? Well, we've helped thousands of creators around the world launch their online course businesses. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you should be focusing on your first day when building an online course. If you want to see more videos like this one helping you grow your online knowledge business, please click like and subscribe below. Hey everyone, I'm Brian McAnulty. I'm the founder of Heights Platform, the online course creation software that helps you monetize your knowledge and get your customers results. Okay, so you've decided to start an online course business. Congratulations, because I really believe that this is a great business for almost anyone to start. And there's a few reasons for that, which you might already know, but with an online course business, your expenses are really low. So in most cases, you don't really have to invest in anything to get started, as compared to a business where you want to launch a new product or you want to start a franchise or something and it requires a lot of money upfront. So with online courses, you don't need that. Next, you've got a really high earning potential with online courses because when you go to sell something, you can sell it over and over and over, and it really doesn't take up too much more of your time. And there isn't a product that you have to ship or worry about delivering. So it's really easy, in that sense at least, to scale this business and grow it compared to deciding to teach somebody one on one or compared to trying to sell a physical product or open up a restaurant or something like this. And finally, because with an online course business, you have the potential to make a positive impact in the world. So you're selling something that is ideally providing life changing results for your potential customer, that you're going to help them learn a specific skill or solve a specific problem with something that they want to know, as compared to just selling some kind of $5 widget that somebody's going to just eventually throw out. Okay, day one of building your online course. So, like any business, you want to focus on the right tasks at the right time in order to progress and move forward. So, for an online course business, what does that look like exactly? Well, we've made up a 30-day course creation checklist that we have available on our website, and I'm going to pull that up here right now. So, if you want to get this for yourself and use it, you can either use it on your computer or you can print it out. You can simply go to our site at heightsplatform.com. And then when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, we have a link for our 30-day checklist. You just click on that and you put in your email and it'll give you the download link. Okay, so the first thing that you'll probably notice here when we're looking at this checklist is we're not planning to actually record anything, especially day one. So, day one of creating your online course, there's no setting up cameras or recording anything just yet. What we actually want to focus on is number one, deciding what is the course going to be about. Number two, deciding what is the result that it's going to provide for your customers. So, what problem specifically will your online course solve? And then number three, we want to start to outline the content that we will potentially create. So that way we have it structured and we know what we're going to be creating. So that's really it for your first day. You want to figure out what's the course going to be about, what's the result that's going to provide your customers, and then what is the outline of your content that's going to help get your customers to that result. So if you think about your hobbies, your things that you do professionally, what is it that you're really an expert at? Or if you're not an expert, what is it that you have some kind of skill at that you can help others get to that position that you're in or solve that problem that you've solved in the past? So you want to make sure that your course is built around this specific result. We have other videos where we've talked more in depth about this because this is super important. You don't want to start the course before knowing that result that you want to provide your customers. So if you want to learn more about that, check out the links we'll put in the description. But basically, we figure out that result that we want to provide, that problem that we want to solve when somebody completes your course. And now we got to work backwards, step by step, to figure out what are the exact steps to get my customer there. So a really helpful way to do this is in Heights Platform, we actually have a feature we call the Climb Outline. And this lets you go and add your lessons inside your course in an outline format where you can figure out what is the title of each lesson or each step that somebody has to take. And then after that, you can go in and actually add the content of the lesson, record a video for it, or add a download, something like that. But the first thing is you want to figure out, well, what are all the different pieces? And you want to be able to organize those and reorder them as you see fit to help your customer reach that specific result. So the reason we want to do this is because we want to really outline all of your content to reach this result, and you want to make sure you don't want to miss anything. So you don't want to just start recording things right away because that's way too hard to figure out. So if you sit down, you set up your camera, you start recording, you'll probably get some great content, but it's a lot easier to plan out the outline of what are all the steps that are required to get there. So once you have all those steps laid out, now that is your schedule for going and recording your content, creating any kind of downloads you want to offer, or anything like that. So the result comes first, the outline of how to get to that result, and then that is basically providing your schedule for what you need to create to get your course finished. Now, the next step, let's say you're really into it, you spend a real lot of time, you get your whole outline done day one, you got your whole result ready. Now, if you want to work a little bit more on this, what I would say next is to figure out where is your audience going to be online. So if you're going to start promoting your course, you want to build your audience ideally ahead of time. So when your course launches, you have people that you can tell about your new online course, as opposed to launching the course and then trying to figure out, oh, well, where do I find an audience? Where can I get people to tell them about this? Then you have to wait a much longer time before you get to the point that you can really validate your course and improve upon it. So where is your audience online right now if you would look for them? Are they hanging out on a specific social media site, a specific platform, a specific group in one of those platforms, like a Facebook group or something else like that, that you know that your specific niche of people are hanging out online? After you do all of this, a great next step can be to find somebody to give you some feedback on this. So if you have a friend or a colleague, ideally someone who really actually wants to learn this content, someone who really has this problem and would buy your course, you want to be able to get feedback from a real potential customer as soon as possible. So we're in the software business now. We create this online course software, and we know that as often as possible, we want to figure out what our creators actually need, what our creators understand or don't understand from the content we're creating, from the ways that we're designing features inside our interface. And that feedback is going to be super valuable to you as a creator because it's going to help you ensure that new potential customers can feel confident in knowing that you're really solving their problems. And it's going to help ensure that you're not missing anything when you go and you create your course, that you know that you're really solving all the problems that your potential students have. One strategy that a lot of our creators like to use is they'll launch their course before it's completely finished, and then they'll build it as they go based on that feedback from their customers. And another way to do this more specifically, and to make sure that you're really validating that your course is really solving the problem that the market needs, and that your course is doing everything it can to solve that problem, is to do something called pre-selling. And pre-selling is where you're actually going to sell your course, basically like a pre-launch where people can pre-purchase your course before it's actually finished. Now, we have a whole entire video going all in depth about why this is good for you and for your potential students. So if you want to learn more about that and how you can use that to launch your online course and sell it before it launches, then check out this next video.